Hey guys, welcome to another SquidNet render farm video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure and set up your rendering devices across your SquidNet render farm. As you can see here, we have 6 rendering nodes on the network. These are all on the local LAN. We have 4 Windows machines, 1 macOS machine, a MacBook M1, and an Ubuntu server. We're going to set up these machines to a specific node type. There are basically 3 types of nodes on the farm: master, slave, and peer. The peer is the default type of node set up when the software is installed on each computer. Take note that render farm nodes set up as peers provide no functionality in the workflow. A slave is a rendering node. Its sole purpose is to get render jobs from the master controller, process them, and then return rendering results to the master. And, lastly, a master controller. The master controller manages the entire SquidNet render farm. You can have multiple masters on the same network, but each one can only have its own subset of rendering nodes as slaves. Let's go ahead and get started setting things up on the main user interface. We're going to set up this network to have the Windows computer named 4 to act as the master, and the other computers to act as rendering slaves. To set up the master node, you need to be physically in front of the computer that's going to be the master node, which in this case is the node named 4. To make 4 the master, just right-click on the machine, then select the configuration menu option, then select Set as Master. Confirm the setting, and there you go. Now you have set up the 4 computer as your network master controller. One quick note on the master. If you want to configure it to process jobs, go to your settings in this window, go to Advanced, and toggle the Master is allowed to process jobs checkbox. By default, this is disabled, but if you want your master controller to also render jobs, that's the checkbox to select. I don't recommend doing this because, under heavy job loads, it might slow down your overall workflow. So be careful with turning on that checkbox. For now, I'll leave it on for testing. Next, I'll set up the rest of the nodes as slaves. Now, if you look closely, we have all the machines set up with 1 master and 5 slaves. If you go to tab mode, you can right-click on a particular machine on the screen and select the columns you want to display for that window. There are various column fields to choose from, but for this video, we'll keep the columns shown on the screen to keep things as simple as possible. So that's it for now, and we'll see you in the next video.